me that work and I can sell it, I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it.
All right, Coach. Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tennessee Titans. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. He finds an opening past the 40 and finally marked down at the 42-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block anyone at the line of scrimmage. They can get up to the second level and create some space.
One. Hey, check 24.
On third down, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, come on now. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Here we go.
2nd and 13. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. Check 55. Silver.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That was shades of Tennessee volunteer football back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary to make the tackle for a loss.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they would tell you, my coach would say, where's that tape? I want to see that. But how about the complete package there? Not just playing the pass, but being a willing tackler and making a really nice play.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
55, mark out, 55.
They'll set up to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, as he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And they give this time to the tailback. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Grip that ball. 36. 1. Kill. Nice 7. Let's go. 50. Mike's 50.
Mariota now from the 50. And his throw here's incomplete.
think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Three. Smoke.
From the gun, Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. A first down throw for Mariota. Uncorks one for Davis. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
To the air again, Mariota. Going right side here, and that's complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. In for the score. And the Titans have taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
What we got?
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming for you, son. Mike 54. Hands here. 54. Here it comes. Hayward. Mike 5-4. Mike, let's go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here we go. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. I'm on. Hustle. Check Mike 54. Let's go. Mike 54. I'm here.
They'll set up a throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Squeeze, double. Watch, twist.
Three. One.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Mariota gives to Henry, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Shoot.
One.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit. I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yeah, and in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
At the 32-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Second and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
For a rookie first rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. 54. Watch the run. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll drop to throw. Open man is heard. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
How did he do that? How did he do it? I mean, in this type of weather, it's not just catching it, it's seeing it coming towards it. Maybe that's why he ended up having to go up one-handed, but boy, what a catch.
That was a spectacular one-handed grab.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Gotta do better. Come on, Breda.
Running out of the gun here, Breda. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
That's it, baby.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
49-yard line.
They run with Breida, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now back to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jarrell Casey picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Single.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Here we go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 7 yards there and a 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Third and short yardage, Mariota. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Mariota now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Mariota hands to Henry. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. That is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mariota. He completes it to Henry. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. D Ford in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 42 yards out. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Breida to get the 3rd quarter started. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
I got you. I got you.
2nd and 4. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Harold Landry coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
And they just did not get the snap away in time. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
I hope you brought your reps because I'm about to take you to school.
955.
He'll drop to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. The 30, the 20. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's a heck of a way to convert on 3rd and long, and he showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And that trust was justified because he went up and got the football and converted on a down. You shouldn't. 3rd and long like that, that's supposed to be an incompletion.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Check 52.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Tight end's right. Hey, hey, hey. You got 3. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
Check. One.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Three balls. Strong right. Strong right. I got you. Three.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mariota. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Shit. Under 10. 10.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Mariota now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down. One.
Mariota. Complete. It's Henry. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Chance. He's crashing. He's checking crap.
They'll throw again. Mariota. And caught by Henry.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. Again, it's Mariota. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Mariota now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half, 1st and 10.
Back. Shit. 3.
Mariota again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2. Much more manageable. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
From the gun, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So he exercises a few demons by getting that one to go, but tie game, so those two misses could still loom large.
They'll probably hang over him the rest of the way, you have to think. But now you get a fresh start. All even. Time for that defense to rise up and get the ball back.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Here's Breida. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And 5 at the 28-yard line.
Come on, set. 55. And let's get this.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Space to maneuver at the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Back now in Nashville. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Back now in Nashville. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
You better be afraid of me.
Check. Hot route. Hot. Let's go. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Check.
Check 24. Check 24. Hey, Banjo.
On the handoff, this is Breida. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Mike 52. Don't get nervous.
It's second and inches at the 39-yard line.
52. Come off the ball. Watch twist. Zoom. Go.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Mike 5-4. Here we go. Check it out.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
On the ready. 55.
We ain't giving them nothing to check.
Check it back.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They run again with Breida. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And Gold is able to put it through, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing? And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Check 43.
Derrick Henry. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. And he's got the hook up to Dylan Cantrell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route.
Check 50, check 50. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, watch delay.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. They set up the screen for Henry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Mariota now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. 10th carry. He's going to get this one down to the 30. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
Check three, check three, check three.
Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel.
From the 30 on second down, Mariota looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bowen. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Ready? Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Where are they, team?
Here we go, 50, 50. Mike 50.
He's back to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Henry. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Three down, three down. Check.
One. Blue dot Quarkers. Blue dot Quarkers. One.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Single. He's checking.
One.
Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
So many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Extra point put through by Succop, and that will make this a 4-point game.
49ers 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mariota to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
That's good for the Titans. First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And he's not able to come through. This is no good. And that is how this game comes to a close. So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball.